Hi everybody, and welcome to this tutorial where we're going to draw one pair of eyes, two eyes, and make them look the same. What you want to do first is draw a horizontal line, and then you take a glass or something, or a passer, and then you draw in 3 circles on that horizontal line. Now this is very important because the outer 2 circles are going to be our eyeballs, and as you can see here the distances are equal, but that's exactly the space you need between the 2 eyes. What we do then is draw in the lines around that eyeball, and as you can see the eye and the flesh has 2 lines, and also the outer corner of the eye is higher than the inner corner of the eye. Now what you have to do is make them as good as possible and draw them like a mirror image. And as you can see, the left eye has of course the 2 lines also. Then the irises, you can use that passer there for that, or simply draw out of freehand. And as you can see, the iris here is 2 centimeters and is partially covered by the upper eyelid. Here you can see the flesh of the upper eyelids, and I make them the same too, of course. And there's a little bit of flesh on the lower eyelid too. Then we have to draw in that pupil, and the pupil is in the center of the iris, so it's just above our horizontal line. Then draw a straight line up, and then instantly you know where the eyebrow will start. And this is the fleshy part just above the upper eyelid. And I do exactly the same on the left side. So go up straight from the inner eye corner and then draw in that other eyebrow. Once we've done that, we have to make sure to get in those highlights up on the irises. When the sun comes from the right side, then both the shines will fall just next to our pupils on the right side. Then I make sure to color in the irises themselves, because of course they are darker of color than the eye white itself. And I can also draw in the eyelashes, and the eyelashes come from the second line, and in the corner they bend around a little bit. The eyelashes on the lower eyelid are tinier of course than the upper eyelashes, and there is a lot of shadow going on just underneath the upper eyelid. You can see that the inside corners are just outside of our circle. And for the eyelashes I try to draw rounded lines that grow forward and then bend upwards. Also here on the left eye I draw in a lot of shadow underneath that upper eyelid. I also draw in a little bit of shadow underneath the eyes. And once you have your shadow parts drawn in with the graphite pencil, you can take your blender stick and your eraser, and then you can get rid of your little helper lines if you want. But in the left eye I will leave them in so that you have a good view of what we have been doing. As you can see, the blender stick is really a very nice tool to blend in the graphite powder into the paper. I will get rid of a little bit more of the helper lines, and I will put in some more detail in this right eye. As the drawing continues, and I know now that the shapes are perfectly correct, you can add a lot of detail, as much as you want. Here I can even draw in those little tiny muscles that are inside of the iris. In that way you would get a very realistic feel. Here in the eyebrow I can even draw in all the tiny little hairs that grow out of the skin. And you can put this on further and further, as far as you want, of course. The blender stick is very ideal to get that soft feel, and is a very handy tool. And if you don't have it, you can use an ear cotton to get the same result. So, have fun with drawing these smoky eyes, and I hope for a big thumbs up, of course, and to see you again in the next tutorial.